It's only June 1st and the list is getting even longer. We've already talked about Target,
Yep.
Kohl's, Bud Light, and now more backlash. This time it involves big box retailer Walmart. A Walmart merchandising officer says the company has not changed anything when it comes to its LGBTQ themed merchandise. Walmart has an entire Pride Month section, includes flags, clothing, and accessories if you've been in there.
Yes, every store seems to have a Pride Month display. Now, as for Target, they have pulled some of their Pride Month products from store shelves after customer backlash, specifically the items that were geared towards kids. And this might have something to do with their sinking stock price as well, which has suffered its longest losing streak in 5 years, according to market analysts. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail is reporting that Eric Carnell, that British designer whose slogans include "Satan loves pronouns," has had his products pulled from Target after the retail giant faced consumer backlash because of his association with the devil. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
The collection featured transgender swimsuits, books called Bye Bye Binary, and a handful of items by the British Satanist designer.
Now listen to what Carnell himself had to say about what he calls rainbow capitalism during Pride Month.
I wouldn't say that I would necessarily be reluctant to partnering with someone again, but I definitely have a different insight into how it can operate.
He seems offended that the people don't like his clothes.
Offended, yet open to other opportunities, right? He's leaving the door open, folks. Oh, man. Well, we are calling a money huddle over all this.
All right, let's put some of these recent DEI L's from major corporations in perspective. Target, Bud Light, some of the others. We are asking our money huddlers to compare the collapse of their stock prices to other major flops in corporate America. Joining us now, John Tabacco, host of Wise Guys right here on Newsmax TV. And Melissa Armo is with us as well. She's the CEO and founder of the Stock Swoosh LLC. Great to have you both here.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so for context here, Target has taken a $12.7 billion hit after pushing their DEI stuff, including Pride Month on everyone. Anheuser-Busch InBev stock has declined by 18.5%. Melissa, how do you compare this when it comes to stock swoons, things that don't deal with the balance sheet necessarily, but have to do with the culture or a misstep, a mistake that one of the executives have made? Is there any comparison?
Well, I will say this, that corporations are at a rock and a hard place because they want to be part of the culture that will invest, these hedge funds that are investing in their stocks, which drives the price up. They don't want people to not invest in their corporations. I'm talking about hedge funds, big corporations that have money and want to invest. And then you also have the consumer, which is buying the products that they sell, and you don't want to upset the apple cart there too. So I think CEOs right now have a very, very difficult job trying to find that balance. And unfortunately, they're going too far left to try to create the balance and meet some of these guidelines that some of these companies that are investing in these companies are asking for. And, just like consumers could stop buying products, also these investors could also decide to dump the stock or short the stock and drive the stock price down. So CEOs do not have an easy job right now in 2023 in this environment.
So is that it, John? Should we all be shedding tears for the CEOs of America? They're in such a difficult position.
No, we should do people who know what they're doing. I'm not an investment advisor, but I love what she said. Short their stocks. And I'm actually thinking about starting a fund that all we do is short the woke companies, because there is a massive track record right now of big brands going public with their woke agenda and the stocks collapsing. You look back to Nike when they were giving all this money to BLM. You look back to Disney when they were going all in on the BLM. You look at Netflix, same thing. You look at their stocks from 18 months ago when they came out as full woke, their stocks are down 30 to 50%. So as far as I could see, the Targets of the world, the Walmarts of the world, there was a big uprising during the lockdowns. The mama bears came out, the women, the moms, the grandmoms. And in a real free market society, those are the women, all you moms out there, stop buying at Target.
All right, so there we have that. Now let's talk a little bit about how this also intersects with sports. All right, Pride Month controversy. There is, of course, the Pride Night and Dodgers, a lot of blowback there. But a model named Bree Teresi, this is what she came out and said about Blue Jays pitcher Anthony Bass. 28-year-old model tweeting this out. You appear to be a man of God. You have scripture in your bio. Do what's right. This is a spiritual war. She talks and goes on about him having children, how God is testing him right now. And then Bass actually felt the need to apologize. The Blue Jays pitcher on Monday shared a video of his Instagram story promoting a boycott, and then he soon deleted it. So a day later, he says it was a hostage-style apology. Obviously, we have to note Canada doesn't have the First Amendment, but obviously, Melissa, if they're talking about arresting folks in Canada for misgendering people, it's hard for anyone to speak out, even if they are, following what their faith, what their moral compass tells them to do.
Here's the problem with this. Why are we bringing politics into every aspect of our lives? Why can't we go to Target and shop? Why can't we go to Walmart and shop? Why can't we go to a baseball game? And unfortunately, who it's affecting mostly is the kids. Kids want to be able to go and have fun, adults too, when they want to go to a sporting event, and they don't want all of these political things shoved on them. And then it also, again, puts the players, the professional athletes, in a position where if they don't say what they're supposed to say, then you can't make anyone happy. I mean, this is, again, why do people have to talk about what they believe about their politics and their belief systems every single second of the day? Why do they have to do that? Again, I live in New York, which is very, 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 very liberal. And so I try to, because I'm a conservative, I try not to bring up politics when I'm talking to people, because I think it's better just to get along with people. And we're not all going to agree. I can go and shop in Target or Walmart, or I can go to a baseball game, and I cannot agree with what they're doing and still have a good time. The problem is that they're shoving it on people, and then they get angry.
And that's what some of the baseball,
their base.
And that's what some people have said. It was never a problem. This stuff always existed for years until it became so up in your face. They put the display right in front of the store, right around the same time that you're supposed to be celebrating or honoring Memorial Day, these types of things. And it does raise a lot of questions. Johnny, great to see you. And Melissa Armo, thank you for being with us as well.